Hi dear students, dear friends, welcome to Gallant IAS, and this is our Just Remember That series of history. Because history in your civil service exam preparation, that plays a very crucial role. A good number of questions you get from history in the preliminary examination as well as in your mains examination. So in our Just Remember That series, we will be covering some core topics in the shortest time. Okay, this is about the colonial judiciary. Actually, lots of questions already being asked by UPSC, which is regarding these British colonial reforms in India. Educational reforms, judicial reforms, military reforms, revenue reforms, social reforms, cultural reforms, lots of questions they asked. So have an idea what was that British colonial judiciary, its positives and negatives, the positives, negatives, pros and cons of colonial judiciary or colonial judicial system in India during that British rule. Yes, talking about these positive aspects, British colonial judicial system that introduced rule of the law. Yes, there is a popular theory, everyone is equal in the eyes of law. Everyone will be given equal treatment in the eyes of law. Rule of the law is introduced, then rule of the law. Okay, there is no rich and poor, there is no higher caste to lower caste. Yes, everyone is equal, everyone will be given equal treatment in the eyes of law. Then there is codification of law. This is another feature of British judicial system. Yes, personal laws, religious laws were codified. Okay, codification of the law. No personal laws, no religious laws. Okay, so everyone given that common law, that codification of law. That is again another feature of this judicial colonial judicial system. European subjects were also brought under judiciary. European subjects, Europeans in India were also brought under this judiciary. Okay, there is no exemption, but still there is an issue like, yes, European criminals or European subjects in the criminal court are tried by European judges only. Even though we say that European subjects also brought under jurisdiction, okay, they were also brought under jurisdiction, but the problem is in criminal cases or in criminal courts, Europeans are or were tried by European judges only. That was a racial discrimination in judiciary. Okay, to end that there is Ilbert Bill, later Ilbert Bill controversy, so many things are there. So Europeans were also brought under jurisdiction. Government servants are also made answerable to this judiciary. Okay, these companies, government servants, colonial India or colonial governments, like government servants are also companies agents, and these government servants were brought under this jurisdiction. They were also made answerable to this court. Okay, within their limited, judicial, within their government capacity. When they are in the government post, they were made answerable to this court. That is also a plus point of this colonial judiciary system. Minus points are there. You see what all these cons of this British colonial judiciary system in India. It was complicated. Okay, it was complicated. You go to lower courts, then to higher courts, courts of appeal, then to these supreme courts. They are at different distance or at distant places. So the system of judiciary, yes, or this jurisdiction, that process is made complicated. Okay, the legal system is made complicated. It become expensive. You have to pay to these advocates, lawyers, etc. Initially you have court fee, etc. Later Cornwallis abolished it. So the system was made so judicial system, it was very expensive, not affordable for the poor peasants or poor artisans, etc. Then false evidence. There are so many cases where manipulations done by the rich. Okay, many cases you can see that manipulated by the riches. They submit the false evidence and there is case of deceit and chicanery, etc. Okay, wrong documents, false evidences, false witness, etc. Shown in the courts. So many such manipulations were also there. Increased litigation. When Cornwallis abolished court fee, there are cases, more people are interested to file cases in the court. Increased litigation means there is delay in the justice system. There is delay in the delivery of justice. So that is again another minus point. Delayed justice. European judges unfamiliar with the Indian traditions, Indian usage, Indian laws, etc. So very often what happened is they misinterpreted many cases. Okay, that is also European judges in the civil courts or criminal courts. You can see that yes, they misinterpreted or they were not familiar with the Indian usage, Indian traditions, Indian customs, etc. So there are lots of misinterpretations also, misunderstandings also. Then finally, let me tell you, when this colonial judiciary was introduced, Indian village panchayats, they lost their judicial powers. Now no cases are solved, settled in these village panchayats or village communities, so they lost their judicial powers. Okay, many of the cases, you know, their justice delivery that got delayed because of this complicated system and because of this expensive system, because of this increased litigations, etc. Okay, so these were the pros and cons, positives and negatives of this colonial judiciary system. Go for it. This is a sure shot 2 marker for prelims, and even it can be asked as analysis in your mains examination also. Analyze, yes, the British colonial or maybe the colonial judiciary system and its performance in India. Okay, so take a, yes, covered both these prelims, mains aspects simultaneously, and please do subscribe our channel for more quality videos, and whatever your feedback, suggestions, please put in the comment box. That's it. Thank you. Wishing you all the best and great preparation days ahead. That's it.